Hello, welcome to another lesson of RE. We're now 5 weeks into learning about Sikh practices and you have been doing incredible work. Your written work from the writing lesson that we did looks absolutely spectacular. Your understanding of what happened in a Sikh Gurdwara and talking about the langar was amazing. Remember, the langar is this free meal that Sikhs have in their temples, and we talked about seva as well, which is this idea of selflessness and selfless action. Last lesson we learned about the Sikh wedding, and I love this lesson. All that colour and tradition and life and vibrancy in a Sikh wedding, and your postcards looked really good. And then today we're learning about Sikh festival. So we're learning about the festival of Vaisakhi, okay? So V-A-I, Vai, S-A-K-H-I, Sakhi, Vaisakhi. It's a Sikh harvest festival, and it shows gratitude and thanks for the harvest of food and crops for that year. And it also involves prayers for future crops. It's kind of expanded a bit beyond that now, but you can see here, look, here are some Hindu people, Sikh people in the fields around where they live. They're celebrating this festival. They've got musical instruments. They are blessing their hoes as well, which they use for breaking up the ground. So in that sense, yes, it's very much a Sikh festival for the harvest, but also it remembers the formation of the Khalsa. I wonder if you remember anything about who the Khalsa were. Well, the Khalsa are the community of Sikhs that seek to protect the religion, to protect each other. They were set up many hundreds of years ago, and they still exist. So there are these people here wearing the orange turbans and the orange robes are the Khalsa. And you'll notice also, interesting, they're not wearing any shoes, and nor are a lot of people in this parade here either. So that's a big part of their dress. Yes, they are protected. Remember, they carry around the dagger with them, but interestingly, they're not wearing any shoes to show their humility in the face of God, to show their humbleness, and their seva and selflessness and protecting others, right? Linking it all into what we did before. Good. Let's find out more about this festival of Vaisakhi, which happens in April, so it's happening in a couple of months' time. What we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. In your booklets, you will find on the second page of today's lesson, you have a big blank page with a picture of this booklet in this video in the middle of it. And you are going to look for evidence of what happens during the festival and why it's important to Sikh people. And then you're going to draw a line, and then you're going to write what it is that you saw in the video, okay? The video is a couple of minutes long. You might want to pause it as it's going on to give you time to write down the things that you're seeing. After all, you're in control of the video, so that's the good thing about it. I'm going to disappear from the screen, and then when we get back, we'll discuss it. And we're going to look at some photos from the Sikh community and Sikh festivals in London, and then that will be that. Okay, right, let's watch.
April is a very special time for Sikhs all over the world. It's the festival of Vaisakhi, when we remember the founding of the Khalsa Sikh community. It's extra special for my family because my dad's organising the celebrations in my city. The day before Vaisakhi, it's really exciting because you're just thinking, oh, it's Vaisakhi tomorrow, there's going to be loads of great things.
Look, she is destroying my head.
So that kind of gets you all excited.
I've just had my dinner and had my shower, and I'm getting ready for tomorrow morning. And I'm really excited about tomorrow. So, yeah. Bye.
Vaisakhi starts before sunrise. We replace the Sikh flag, the Nishan Sahib, for another year. Then we spend time praying and listening to readings from the Holy Scriptures, the Guru Granth Sahib. Then, it's a bit I really look forward to, the Vaisakhi parade.
I'm here with my mum, my auntie, and with my little brother's bed.
Dad's organised 2 big parades across the city, with up to 100,000 people expected.
We have approximately 300 road closures, and we have an event in the park. It's all very, very reliant on volunteers. I think we've got in excess of 1,500 volunteers today.
Volunteering and helping others is a big part of Sikhism. Everyone wants to do their bit.
Team leader.
When I see all the people together,
feel like I'm proud.
It doesn't matter if you're Sikh, Muslim, Hindu, Christian, you see everybody walking together.
The procession is led by the 5 beloved ones, who are represented by Khalsa Sikhs from the local community, and our eternal living Guru, the Guru Granth Sahib, has prided place.
I'm basically going to film anything I can.
The Vaisakhi parade is 3.5 miles long. That's a lot of walking.
Okay, Simran.
It's quite long and my legs were aching now, but it's all worth it.
And even Sabay managed to make it.
I walked all the way. It feels great to be a Sikh today because it's not often that you get to do stuff like this, and it's great because you can just remember your history and remember the things that other people have done, which is why you're here today. I feel just really proud.
Okay, wow. That was, I watched that and I just thought, God, well, first off, I thought I kind of really miss big events like that. But secondly, I thought that is such a good festival. There are so many different parts to it. So hopefully in the evidence that you've got here, you've got things like the parade. Oh, another video is playing. Don't want to do that. You hopefully got things like a parade going on. You've hopefully got you saw maybe they were eating langar at the end there. At the beginning, they take down the flag and replace it for the year. You have them, what else were they doing? They had lots of volunteering and stewards out. You had them reading the Guru Granth Sahib in the Gurdwara before they went out on the parade. And yeah, so hopefully you got all those different things. And I'm sure loads of you have got things that I haven't even mentioned. So make sure you send in that piece of your work. Before we go and end our lesson, because you're going to be doing what you do spectacularly well next lesson, which is taking everything that you've learned, the last 2 lessons, and doing a bit of writing on it. So before we this is the last bit of Sikhism that we do, I wanted to have a look at this. I saw this blog post from a couple of years ago of lots of photos someone had taken of the Sikh community in London at the London Vaisakhi Festival in 2017. And I just thought it was so interesting to look through at the colours and the culture that there was here and the different parts of this festival and the different ways in which the community comes together and the ways you can kind of tell, yeah, it's in London, these are people who live in our community. This is happening in, I think, in West London. But yeah, I just really enjoyed looking at these photos. I thought it was really interesting. So these guys are obviously associated with the Khalsa, this protective service. You've got these young people here wearing these kind of Sikh uniforms. You see lots of people wearing turbans, as we know that's part of the outfit that Sikh people wear. Yeah, I just thought this was really nice. There you go, you can see that that's in London somewhere. That nice orange clothing, lots of really nice looking food going on there as well. Lots of people from the local community getting involved. There we go. Standing, there's some kids as well. Yeah, nice photos from the local area. So it shows you that all across the UK, all across the world, this is in Southall in London, there are Sikh communities celebrating this festival of Vaisakhi, celebrating the Khalsa, celebrating the harvest, sweeping the streets as part of their commitment to savour and to selflessness. Lovely. Good. Right. Well, that's a little bit of a dive into one of the kind of biggest and most important religious festivals out there. Hope you enjoyed it. Do send in your RE work. I'll see you next lesson when we're going to do some amazing writing again. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, guys. See you later.